To the Eastern Cape now, where most people are still on holiday. Large crowds are again expected to throng the beaches of Port Elizabeth, taking a second bite of the New Year apple, so to speak, and that great weather. Although the beaches were packed on New Year's Day as well, very few incidents were recorded. Strict security measures were enforced, and the public played their part too. We now cross to SABC News reporter Lerato Fekisi. A very good morning to you, Lerato. I'm sure the beaches have been quite full since the start of the festive season. Talk to us about how busy it's been, but also on the back of that, whether or not it's been running smoothly in terms of safety and securities of the revelers.
It really has been busy throughout the festive season. I think yesterday was a bit more hectic than today. When we arrived today, it was actually much more quiet. As you can just see in shot right now, my cameraman Mcebisi will just show you a few people on the beach, obviously still holiday makers making their way to the beach and trying to enjoy the last bits of their holiday. So not as packed as it was yesterday, Flo, but what I really have loved throughout the festive season here in Nelson Bay is just the high police visibility that's been here on this specific beach. This is actually called Hobie Beach and one of the main beaches here in PE. You'll remember that our beaches are blue flag beaches, so obviously safety is number one in our beaches, and the Metro Police, I must really commend them for the work they've done to make sure that we have a clean and safe festive season. As you can see right now, they are currently having their briefing for the morning. They're going to be deployed throughout the Nelson Bay and find out exactly how things were. We'll speak to now the Chief Operations Staff Member of the Metro Police, Ms. Yolanda Faro. Yolanda, let's first talk about the festive season. Just commending your work, first of all, that the visibility was really, really great. But how was the police visibility on the beach on the festive season?
We had, yesterday was the 26th normally, and yesterday the 1st is normally beach days for beach goers. Yesterday we had about plus minus 20,000 people on our beach, especially on this side. I must say that the things that we could pick up was still the drinking in public, and then obviously open fires. What we dealt with most of that, and then they also combined the South African Police Service, Metro Police, traffic services, and then fire and emergency services and disasters management. We also had social development with us next to the VOC for lost children, and that for us was a major concern. Because yesterday alone we had 25 children reported to us as lost children. 15 we could reunite with their families quite quickly, but 10 we had to put in a place of safety. That for us is a major concern. We want to appeal to the beachgoers. Please do not just allow your child to go swim without adult supervision. They get disorientated, and everything looks the same, and they can't find where the parents are sitting, whether it's on the grass or where they are for the day. So it's best make sure at all times there's adult supervision. You can also sometimes think the child is swimming and the child maybe has drowned, and only when you must go home you find out, and then for the rescuers it's too late then to look for the child. So really it's a big concern that the children can get lost. 25 is a huge number. But overall, for the entire festive season, we had a fairly no incident one. I also to thank some of the beachgoers, because we did put out safety tips before the time, and most of them hit for the safety tips, and we asked them not to do certain things and what should be done. Drunk driving for us over this period was still not a lot, but we had drunk driving, and the highest reading we had was 0.91%, which is almost 4 times over the legal limit of 0.25 milligrams.
Ms. Farrow, when you speak about the economic development of the metro in terms of tourism, when you compare 2019 and 2020, how big of a number have people flocked into the metro during this festive season?
Yes, even yesterday we encountered such a lot of tourists coming to us, talking to us, thanking us for the visibility. Some asked for information, but I could see even between the years, I could pick up more tourists that I could see that is also flocking to the beaches. And for us, in terms of the Safety and Security Directorate, for us, we would like to keep everybody safe, not only the tourists, but also our community, our visitors, whether you are working somewhere else and coming home, or whether you are a visitor coming to us, we would like everybody to be safe there, and if everybody can just stay within the ambit of the law, and then also enjoy this period in a responsible manner, it will make our life also a little bit easier.
Then lastly, obviously people are are flocking to PE because it's still holiday time. How long will you guys still be here on the beach patrolling as police, and how important is that even as we go towards the holiday season?
Now, we will still be in the beaches. It doesn't mean that most of the people will go back to work, obviously, on the 6th. But right through the year, because we've got the beaches and we've got the beach show and we've got blue flag beaches. So our deployment does include to the beaches. Over this time, because there's more people coming to beaches, we normally just increase our visibility and increase our numbers. So for us, it will still be way up till Easter, and then Easter obviously the weekend, and then we will just scale down a little bit in terms of our beach patrols, but we will have Metro Police on the beaches. And I want once again say there's a zero tolerance in terms of drinking on our beaches. Do not come with alcohol to our beaches, and if you're going to drive and come here, if we stop, we will do random stops also, not VCPs alone and roadblocks, because now people let each other know on social media. So we will stop and check and see and let you blow. And if you're over the legal limit, then obviously, rather somebody that's a sober driver, or let somebody drop you and pick you up at the later stage. We do not want anybody not to have this time. We all know we're all in a festive mood, but you must be responsible.
Beautiful words coming there from Lerato Fekisi, the Chief Officer of the Metro Police, saying that there will be zero tolerance. If you're going to come to the beach, you cannot drink. If you're going to drive, you cannot drink. And making sure that they keep our beaches safe and fun as we head towards the end of the festive season, by saying that also up to the 6th of January, they're going to be here on the beach patrolling, making sure that our kids, our women, our mothers, our dads are safe as we go towards the end of the festive. So if you still want to come to PE, you can definitely come. There's high police visibility. It's a beautiful beach, and I trust you, Flo. If you are thinking or contemplating, should I come, this beach in PE is the way to go. But let's go back to the studio.
All right, Lerato Fekisi, thank you so very much for that. And of course, the Metro Police officers that you were talking to there, and of course some interesting words they have for those of you who will be enjoying your time at the beaches. Do have fun, but of course do so responsibly. And that, I think, has been the message throughout. Moving